Good morning, and how are you? And by morning, I mean whatever time of day it is, because it isn't even goddamn morning here. So anyway, made some fits, and I've been trying to find a way to break into Tier 5, Firestorm specifically, because, I mean, seriously, who runs Firestorms? It's about nobody. So, Tier 5 Firestorms with a Nergal and 2 Retributions. Typically, my normal fleet would be a Nergal and 2 other Nergals, because that's just dirt simple. They run really well, they kill everything, goes pretty good. The problem is it's like 2 goddamn billion S. Nobody wants to spend that right away, or at least I sure as hell don't. So, I made it cheaper. So here we go. First room is some Scylla and some Lucids. I'm still getting a little bit used to this, but it's not so bad. As you can see, I'm a scrub, and I don't have up my other characters on this for easy targeting yet. Don't worry. I'm probably going to learn my lesson in a minute. But I'm going to have the Retributions start shooting right away because they have a much better range than the Nergal does. The Nergal shoots about 18 to 22 kilometers at best. At worst, like 7 kilometers, which is definitely going to be shooting battleships in the face and ramping up its damage really well. The Scyllas tend to get in first, so that's going to be this guy's first targets. Again, still slacking off and don't have any watch list up of any kind. However, we are getting some shots in on the Scyllas. This does not have particularly large newts in this fight, so it's not too bad. We're just gonna look, I targeted my own guys. How nice of me to do that. You can see that flanks there is starting to take a little bit of damage, but the nice thing about this is the Nergal is quite cap stable. Unfortunately, the Retributions are a little bit less so. However, it's the cost savings of running 2 Retributions with the Nergal that I do like. The Nergal is 650 million-esque. The Retributions are 85 million-esque. This is fairly close to a 800 million-esque composition. And to run Tier 5s and 800 million-esque is mostly impossible besides this. I've hit the Cairn room. I'm not worried about Deep Watchers or, well, maybe a little bit the Overmind. I'm not sure. All of these ships have an ADC on it. That's something that you can change around. Maybe you're like, ADCs are for people who are not strong enough to run without them. Whatever, who cares? Regardless, you want to take them off, you take them off. This is a very cheap, very basic set to run Tier 5 Firestorms. The reason I like doing that is because you can start off with that 850 million-esque, and as you go and you earn more ISK, you can dump more ISK into them so they do more damage and kill things faster. You can change them over to Nergals if you want. Maybe you want 2 Nergals and 1 Retribution. Maybe you want 3 of something. I don't care. Whatever you want to do with it, go with it. Look, they're dying. That's the main thing. So, all of my guys are alive. These guys have lost a few. Another one's going down there. Grabbing the cash. So the biggest thing that I need to make sure you guys know, if you guys want to run no, you can't do it with these. Don't do it with these. If you run an MTU with these, you don't have space for cap boosters, and you need cap boosters. These guys don't have a ton of cap except for the Nergal. The bigger problem is none of these guys at all, including the Nergal, have something called a cargo hold. They have a backpack at best. You can fit about 9 cap boosters in each, and that leaves the Nergal just enough space to loot things. So, yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to say, get your ass to the gate. You're going to want to be at the gate for the next room, because if you're not, you're wasting time, and if you're wasting time, you will eventually die from it. I actually prefer to go slow in these rooms so that guys generally don't bounce out of range as much. That's more important when you're running multiple Nergals as opposed to a Nergal. However, as you can see, this room is under control, using some drones to do a little extra damage. And that's about that. I did hit a speed cloud there, but it was not a big problem because 2 of my guys are not reliant on people being in range all of the time anymore. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to go to the next one.